So welcome back, guys, to another episode of Around the Loop. Now, you guys may have noticed that it doesn't sound like I'm laughing or talking through a McDonald's fucking microphone anymore. Got a major upgrade to these mics, and shout out to my love bug for an amazing birthday gift. And want to give a special shout out to the listeners in Germany. We have two listeners out there from two different parts, so it's pretty nice to see that. And also the one listener in Mexico. I don't understand how you guys ran into my stuff, but it's pretty nice. So I really appreciate it. It's really nice to see everybody and all over the U.S. Listening to my episodes. So thank you guys very much. I truly appreciate it. So I want to roll into about how my birthday went. My 27th, 47th, 67th birthday. You guys pick a number. I don't choose. But I want to talk about my birthday. It was great. Had the opportunity to spend it with my love bug and went out and about, took care of some errands, but every moment counted, and I really appreciate every second of it. We went out to Off the Charts, and I picked up a disposable there from Dime, which was a collaboration, which is really good. We talked about, I always talk about Dime for you guys, and it's always like my to-go-to, but I like to switch it up from time to time. Either Dime, Raw Garden, plug and play. It just depends on the money. So the strain that I had opportunity to try out was Medicine Woman Dime collab, which was birthday cake strain, and it was really good. I think it was Girl Scout cookies crossed with cherry gelato. So you got a taste of both, but with both strains, it gave it a subtle like vanilla birthday cake taste. So if you guys are out there and you guys get to try it, it's pretty good, and the color to it is really nice. It's like a purple lavender color, so I recommend it if you guys get the chance to. But I've been out and about posting flyers, and it's been great. Spreading my flyers from LA all the way to down to Oceanside. Haven't gotten any further than that yet, but I'll be out there. I'll be out there posting in San Diego too, and you guys, be on the lookout for the flyers. All over Oceanside, some in the valley, some down by the beach. So if you guys are in the area, be on the lookout for the flyers and stuff like that. And yeah, I'm gonna continue to post more flyers around, so that's gonna be nice. Been running through them like crazy. Already ordered my second batch, which was I think I already went over like over 80 copies already so far. So the numbers have been going up, which is really great. And I really appreciate all the viewers. And just wanted to go over today. Today is going to be a special episode for you guys. We have a couple guests, two right now, and then a straggler on their way whenever they show up. Hopefully they show up at some point. But I wanted to introduce you guys to my sister and her boyfriend Sam as well. And I actually have them on the mic, so if you guys want to introduce yourself, go ahead. Whoever wants to go first.
So guys, my name is Sam, Brittnee's boyfriend, Jill's sister. I am currently an automotive technician at a dealership. Oh, entry level technician at a dealership, and just working day-to-day life.
I'm Brittnee. I'm Gio's sister, and I am a medical assistant. I've been a medical assistant for about almost 4 years, coming up in June. One day, eventually, I'll go back to school to be an LVN. But yeah, that's pretty much what I do. Just an MA.
Nice, that's good. No, that's good. And, I want to give you guys a thank you guys. Thank you guys for being on that episode. I really appreciate it.
Of course.
And I'm really, really excited and looking forward to each episode as it's going to continue to grow and be better and better. That's the whole point.
Oh yeah.
Start from nothing and become something. That's the whole goal. And so there are a few things I want to talk to today with you guys. And well, one of the first topics is hygiene. So I think it's very important to fucking wash your ass. Sometimes you're around certain people that smell like booty. Like, I'm pretty sure you guys have been in your departments and your fields where you ran into somebody or some client they smell like ass, or one of your technicians smell like ass. Like, it happens. Or you might be going out somewhere where there's smelly corners, or I don't know. It happens. I mean, do you guys have any experiences like that where you were at work or you walked by somewhere they smell like fucking, they stink, smell like booty?
Not at my job, no. I mean, even though we're not allowed to wear like perfume and
Uh-huh.
basically no scent. I mean, for a place to be no scented, I think it smells pretty good. It's just when the patients come in, they have their cologne or their perfume,
Mm-hmm.
which can be nice because it makes the place smell good.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't, not that I know of, no.
Mm. What about you, Sam?
I wouldn't say like smell like booty hole, just kind of BO like armpit.
Yeah.
There's a person
Mm-hmm.
at my job. That's all I'm gonna say. You like towards the end of they'll come in, they won't smell, but towards the end of the day after they worked, they just kind of forget to put something on that it smells up the whole locker room, and they walk past you like, oh, goddamn, like what the fuck?
Yeah. And it'd be like that. So that sometimes it's like you might have a friend or you might know somebody that they stink, or I don't know, or they got a funky odor. But it's like the question is, would it make you a bad person if you didn't say anything to them about their hygiene, or would it make you a worse person if you didn't say anything about it, or versus you said something versus you didn't say anything, and then talk shit behind their back instead of addressing that to them? I mean, I don't know how you guys would approach it.
I'd rather be straight up with the person, just because it's like you're gonna let them walk around the whole day, and let them smell like ass and everything. It's like no, like just be sure to be like, hey, like a little deodorant won't,
Yeah.
it won't hurt or anything like that, or a little soap to the body won't hurt.
I mean, but how would you feel if somebody told you that?
I would actually want them to tell me.
Okay.
I
would
agree
actually
with
want them
that
to tell me,
too.
'cause
I
at
agree.
work, there's times where I feel like my deodorant wears off, and I tell the girls all the time, hey, like, let me know if I start smelling like armpit, because I feel like I can smell it.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I can smell it through my scrubs. And they're like, oh, yeah, like, we'll let you know. Have they let me know? No. So I feel like my deodorant works well.
That's
But
good.
then you would be able to smell, like, the sweaty-ass armpits if, like, the deodorant wears off and everything.
Yeah, for me, it's more like work jeans. So sometimes you go through, you maybe have like 4 pairs of pants for work. So there's 5 days out of the week if you work 5 days out of the week. So one day you're gonna have to either use Monday's pair and then use it Friday. Or sometimes, some people like to use the same pair of pants all week, and they be smell like fucking cheeks.
Yeah, that's wicked. I'm not gonna lie.
They be smell like cheeks. I just be like, what the fuck?
That's crazy.
It is. It's gross. But I'm not pointing fingers at nobody. So if anybody out here is hearing this, like, this isn't towards you at all. So don't take it personally. And if the shoe fucking fits, then I guess go take a hike then. I don't know what to fucking tell you. I'm not talking shit about anybody directly. I'm not. These are just topics. But yeah, let people know, like, if they smell, like, I think you should address it. I mean, yeah, your feelings might get hurt at the moment, but I'd rather be having my feelings hurt at the moment, but somebody told me about it versus me walking around. Because there's no way, like, you can't not know that you don't smell. You have to fucking know. You smell a certain way.
I agree with that. I feel like there's times like when she said like her feel like her deodorant wears off.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's happened to me too. Like one time we were putting someone in a car transfer case in the car.
Mm-hmm.
I had to hold my hands up and like, oh fuck, like I was trying to like roll my shoulder blades down to try to cover while holding the transfer case up.
Yeah,
I was like, I think I fucking stink right now, and I was like, fuck. And they were just like right next to. They didn't say anything, but afterwards, like, hey, my bad if I stunk a little bit. I just put more deodorant on.
So for me, I had a situation one time where I was at work with one of my first second low voltage company or something like this, first or second one, not gonna say who, but I was out there and I remember one of my techs, like, damn, it smells like ass. I was tripping out because I'm looking around and I'm like, well, there's only 3 of us, so I'm like, if it's not his coworker, his homie, it's gotta be me. And the only reason I stink like that is because my tailbone. I have a pilonidal cyst in my tailbone, so it's like from time to time the cyst. Yeah. And that shit stinks. Like, I'm being real. So like it'll smell, and some people will be like, "Yo, what the fuck? It smells like." Yeah, well, it smells like ass because I'm dying, bitch. Like, that's why. Got 2 fucking assholes. Like, no shit. And But yeah, just wash your fucking pants. I mean, but I get it. Some people don't have dryers and washers, but if you do have one at your house, like there is no excuse why you're
Yeah.
not
It's a
washing your shit.
luxury, especially
Why
inside.
that and washing the inside of your cheeks? Like, don't be scared to put the soap there. Like, you can put liquid soap in your hand if you want. Like, it's not gay if you touch your own ass, but it's gay if you touch somebody else's ass. Like, that's the time it's not okay. If your hands are at somebody else's ass and you're not a doctor, like, I don't know. I don't know what to say. But yeah, and rolling into like another thing is like talking about friends, like reaching out to your old friends. So like recently, on my birthday, I just reached out to my buddy Peter. I haven't talked to him in a fucking minute. It's been like I think almost 2 years, some shit like that. He came over one time to visit, which was really nice. But he came over for like a little bit. It was just like a couple minutes and he was gone. But I just recently reached out to him to see how he was doing. He said he's doing really good. So I'm glad that he's back on track and getting it together. He says he lives with our cousins there, Nando and Alex. They live out there in the Oceanside. Not saying where, but over there. And it's nice to reach out to your old friends if you ever get a chance to. Especially I don't have social media, so for me it's just text messages. So I mean, if you guys got friends you haven't talked to in a minute, reach out to them. It's nice. I don't know. Do you guys have anybody you haven't reached out in a minute to? Like you've been wanting to text or?
No.
No?
I just did the same with my friends after graduating high school.
Kind of. I mean, there's been times where I'm like, nah, I don't want to. I mean, the only friend I really would say, which I once small, is one of my homies I've known since like middle school. I'll just say his name. It's Carlos. And then he moved up north to Bakersfield, around that area. And then I text him like every once in a while.
Yeah.
So it's kind of good to hear from him. Like, let him know he's doing. He's doing good and shit. So it's kind of like really the only like, I guess, like reaching out to old friends.
That's good. I reached out to a few of my old Marines that I was with and buddies that I met when I was in the Corps. Like some of them are out already, some of them are still in, which I'm surprised. So they're still in there trucking away, but there are some homies that you can't no longer reach because either A, they don't have the same number or they're not here anymore. So it's important to like reach out to your old friends if you ever get a chance. Reach out to them if you have the same number. If you have it on social media, quick text ain't gonna hurt nobody. Sometimes they talk to you, sometimes they don't. So just wanted to roll into a little quick commercial, you guys. So let's talk about, well, before I roll into it, I'm not endorsing this. I'm not promoting it or condoning it. You guys do it as you please. Mind your fucking business. I smoke because I do it medically and I have medical reasons for it. So before you start judging and saying, ooh, Gio pointed this, he said that, nah, mind your fucking business. I'm just giving out recommendation for dank ass shit. So I want to roll over and talk about weed maps. And if you guys get a chance, head over to Google, the Google App Store and the Apple App Store too, and download weed maps. If you guys are ever in California, you can just type it in and it'll give you the best dispensaries around out in town. If you guys are out visiting to other states where cannabis is legal, use weed maps. It helps. So you're not running into some bootleg ass fake dispensary buying fake shit or possibly getting kidnapped and getting your kidneys taken out. So a huge shout out to Off the Charts in Vista. Great dispensary, great products, and great customer service. If you guys are ever in the chance or have the chance to be in the area, go give them a look. Go out there and check them out and everything. They got great prices. They have great first-time patient deals. And like I said, use weed maps. They have returning patient deals too. If you use weed maps to show them, you have to show them. So it's a little special discount for it, which is nice. So like I said, you guys out there, out in town, out in Vista or out in San Diego, first-time visitors, go check out Vista. Go check out Off the Charts in Vista. They're a great dispensary. Highly recommend it. And I'm not shitting on other dispensaries out there. There's other good ones. A couple shout outs to like Dr. Green RX. You have Hello Cannabis, March and Ash. You have, let's see, There's a good handful of them. But yeah, check out WeMaps, like I said, for good recommendations and great deals. So rolling into the term that I was talking about the other day with Raina, and she asked me. I think I got this from mom or dad. I don't know. Somebody said it. Something about pinche viejo lesbiano.
That was mom.
Oh, well, see.
Yeah.
And people, want to ask what does pinche viejo lesbiano means. And if you guys are curious, it's a fucking old lesbian man. So don't ask me like, yeah, oh, that don't make sense. It does make sense because that's how the translation works. I don't make the fucking rules here. But the term isn't a derogatory term towards anybody or any individual or part of the community. Like, no, this is towards nobody. So it's just shit talking. But it's when old ass senile men can't get their head out of their fucking ass, and they're acting like a pinche viejo lesbiano. So if you guys are out there and want to learn a new word of the day, pinche viejo lesbiano for you non-Spanish speakers and the folks out in Germany, pinche viejo lesbiano. Yeah, there's some motherfucking Spanish for you guys. So I want to roll into Wednesday, and Wednesday was pretty funny. I think it was April the 24th. So Wednesday morning, me and my buddy Tim, we were going up to work, up to I think I want to say it was Eagle Rock. It was between Glendale and Pasadena. That's where I was putting up my flyers up there too. So we have a job site out there that we've been working at for months. I hate driving out there. It's a 2-hour drive. It's not bad, but I don't know. It's like a hurry up and wait process. But I mean, I love work, so I'm not shitting on it. But anyways, so we were out there. It was Wednesday morning. I met up at Tim's here in Oceanside, and then we went off to the gas station. And it's the gas station in Oceanside by there's a Starbucks down by where In-N-Out's at.
The new one that just opened up? Oh, I know that one.
There's that little gas station there. So
GM.
I don't know the name of that place, but
I think it's GM.
Okay, so it's something like that, yeah. So we were pulling up there, and I'm in the passenger seat, and Tim's obviously in the driver's seat. So we're pulling up, and in the middle of the fucking road, there's a bum. There's a bum there, like full blanket. Like, I'm not shitting on homeless people. Like, there's a difference between a homeless person and a fucking bum. There's a difference. There's a drug addict person and a person that's struggling, that's trying to make ends meet. I get it.
Yeah.
But when you a drug addict, you're a fucking bum. Like, you out there doing magic tricks and fucking talking in weird language and gibberish and shit like that, speaking in tongues. Like, that's a whole different level. That's a bum. So anyways, this bum motherfucker's in the middle of the road with a blanket like halfway dragged across his body. And I'm looking at Tim and I'm like, Tim, when we pull in a gas station, I'm gonna get out the car. I'm gonna hop out. I'm just gonna stand right there because I don't trust this motherfucker. He kind of started shuffling towards us, and I'm like, oh, what the fuck he wants? And he starts mumbling something. He starts mumbling, and he goes, hey guys, scratching his neck. He goes, hey guys, you guys got 50 cents? You guys got 50 cents? And I was like, 50 cents? He goes, yeah, I'm trying to get some coffee. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, well, fucking coffee is not 50 cents anymore. Like, hell no. Like, the cheapest one's $1 something. Mm-hmm. At least. Minimum is $2 now in California. So I know he didn't need 50 cents for fucking coffee at 4 in the morning. He needed a crack rock. That's what he wanted. So I was kind of hesitant about making him do this special trick that I call the backflip. So I like to do this game where, because I know when some bums, not homeless people, when there's homeless people, I'll hand them money because I know that they're in need. But when bums need their quick fix, I might as well make them do tricks. You got to work for it. Yeah. If we all work and I'm busting my ass out for 8 to 10 hours a day, knowing that I can die any given second, why shouldn't the bum do the same thing? Why shouldn't he risk his life, or he or she not risk their life for a $10 backflip like I would? I mean, hey, how bad do you want that $10? That's a real question.
I want to shit, man.
For real. So, anyways, he comes up to us and he's asking for the 50 cents. And I start checking my pockets. Tim said he didn't have anything. And I told him, I said, I'm sorry, sir, I don't have anything. He goes, oh, man, just, 50 cents. I was like, I'm sorry, sir. So I was about to head into the car and grab a flyer and give him a flyer. But then he was like, well, I'd probably think he'd be like, what the fuck do I want this flyer for? And then eat it in front of me. I don't know. Like, I don't know what he would do with that. Like, I don't know how I would feel to give, you know, a bum out there a fucking flyer and be like, yeah, listen to my podcast. He'd be like, what the fuck? Like, it wouldn't make sense.
Maybe he has some intricate, like, fucking home, like some of these bums do, like in LA and shit.
People with the newest iPhones.
Yeah, for
Yeah, that actually reminds me of the time that there was an interaction. I think it was when me and Jonathan were still in the Marine Corps at the same time. And I came and visited, and that's when I found out about Obama phones. I didn't even know about Obama phones.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
And there was this raggedy ass fucking bum, Spank dude. He was a bum. He wasn't a fucking homeless man. He's a bum because his hair was all raggedy and looked like he did a couple like pieces of scante and shit. But this dude comes up and he was like, "Hey, can I make a phone call on you guys' phone? Because my Obama phone's broken." And I was so baffled and confused. What the fuck is an Obama phone? I was stationed in North Carolina, so I didn't know what the fuck Obama phone was. Some new California shit. So I wasn't dumb. I wasn't gonna hand him my phone. So I was like, "Oh, what's the number? I'll type it for you and put it on speaker." And so he's like, "Oh, I don't remember." So he's like, "Oh, can I type it real quick?" I was like, "Sure." And he does this move where he has the phone in his hand. And he does like a 1-2, like haha, like he's gonna take off. And I just look at him, and me and Jonathan I remember just staring him down, like, dude, don't fucking do that. Like, get my fucking phone and fuck off and kick rocks with your Obama phone.
Against 2 Marines, 2 and shit, thinking he had a chance.
But yeah, no, it's too shady when you have random ass people come up to you in the parking lot asking you, "Can I borrow your phone?" I get it. There's times where like your phone is dead and you need
like
to,
that.
but try to go into business first before you start to ask random people in the parking lot. Or if you're gonna ask random people, be more approachable. Don't show up with a fucking hoodie on or something sketch, because I'm gonna tell you to kick rocks. You know, they say don't judge a book by its cover, but no, fuck that. You're gonna judge the shit out of that book, because nowadays evil comes in all different forms. You don't know. It can be a fucking church person all of a sudden, or happy go-getter, and then they shank your ass for some dumb shit. So yeah, just be careful around here, especially around the Oceanside or around the areas. Just be mindful where you're at, because you never know when people are gonna lash out or wild out. Like, talking about bums, there was one in Vista when I was doing my taxes. When I did my taxes, I was waiting for a tax lady, and this lady was screaming like a fucking banshee from down the street, just screaming. I was like, what the fuck? And so she's screaming and saying, she's like, I'm gonna get you, motherfucker. And apparently, I guess her man cheated on her, and she was out there with a fucking big old knife. Just
God
walking.
damn, like a big ass knife?
Yeah,
like,
big old knife.
like?
Yep. And she shattered the window of CarQuest that was next to the tax place. There's a CarQuest right next to the tax place.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So shattered the window of that, and I told Raina, I said, get in the car. She's like, no, I'm okay. I was like, no, get in the fucking car. The lady's, trust me, once she walks by, you'll see she ain't all there. No, she wasn't. She was all whipped out on something, man. She was all wigged out on something. I don't know what she was on, but
Cracked up on something.
she's fucking heartbroken, listening to Juice World, and I don't know, drugs.
For real?
I don't know, she wasn't, but she was breaking shit, and she had a knife out. So then a bunch of like sheriffs were rolling through, and I didn't see the end of it. I didn't care, but I told Raina, I guess, to get in the car. Like, this lady's fucking nuts. She might stab you. And I'm not gonna let it happen, but I'm gonna have to. If I have to stab a lady, like, it's in self-defense, but I'll cut her fucking ankles.
Yeah, for real. She gotta make sure like it's clear self-defense. You know, California.
Yeah, no. Anything you do in California it'll land you in jail. You fucking cough, sneeze, look fart the other way, like, jail.
So dumb. All that is.
It really is, and you know, so back to the story with the bum. So I didn't give him a flyer, and I was thinking about it. I'm like, man, should I just ask him? I was like, what if I ask this motherfucker to do a backflip? And he goes, don't do that. And I'm like, no, fuck it. Like, if he really wants this coffee, I got $20 left. Like, I need that 20 for gas, but if he'll do the backflip, fuck it, I guess. That's my fault for throwing that out there.
Try it, bud.
So I told Tim, and Tim's like, nah, don't do it. So I didn't do it, and I kept my 20 and put gas in the car later on the day. But I was willing to throw my whole life savings away just for him to do a backflip. But you know, if he lands on his neck, that's not my fucking problem. You accepted the challenge.
You
That's like
accept
a
responsibility.
yeah. It's like a deal with the devil. Like you made the choice. You made the choice to make that fucking deal with me. Nobody. I didn't come up to you and say, "Hey, I'll give you $20 if you do a backflip." You asked for money, so
Yeah.
it's like you're asking for the devil for a favor. So the devil's gonna be like, "All right, sure, I got you." Well, same way with me. Okay, you want $20? Do a backflip. Like, if you can't
It's
land,
the
that's
same
not my
thing.
fucking problem. And I've had people before like ask me, "Oh, can I get some money?" Like this and that, and they'll start scratching their neck and shit. I know they've been tweaked because I can see the marks all over the face. I'm just like, I feel bad for them. Because I've been in a situation where it's like, it been in something like that too, and it's well not wigged out and on tracks and shit like that. But no, I've been rock bottom before, and something like that. Like I get it, but no, I'm not. If you're gonna get your quick fix, you might as well work for it. I'm gonna make you do a backflip. Fuck it.
Just for fun.
Backflips are harder than a front flip. They're actually easier because you can actually see where you're landing.
Yeah, and I feel like the momentum going backwards is gonna be a lot easier than trying to go forwards.
Yeah, backflip you can see where you're landing. Front flip you kind of have to guess where you're going
'Cause otherwise, you might go fucking face plant to the fucking ground.
because you think you might be going forward, but you might be going that way. Or backflip you can at least actually point. So whenever you toss your body back and you toss your head back, you can actually see where you're landing, which is nice. It works. It's I've done it. I can backflip. It's pretty nice. It really is. So we finally have our special third guest that he finally arrived after a long time, 4 scores and 7 years ago. I wanted to introduce you guys to my youngest brother. His name is Brandon. Now, Brandon, you can introduce yourself.
Yo, my name is Brandon. I'm the youngest sibling out of all. Uh, I'm 20 and I do construction and I enjoy what I do. I love it. I see myself doing it honestly for the rest of my life. Got in it pretty young. Got in it at 18, straight out of high school. It's been the best thing for me so far. It's been taking care of me and it's been helping me with a lot of things, helping me learn a lot of things. It's pretty interesting. Specifically, I'm a pipe fitter, so it's pretty cool learning something that I didn't ever think about doing out of high school. So it's something pretty cool learning about. And it's a really cool trade to get into if you're looking to getting into a trade. But other than that, I love cars. I have a thing for my car. If you want to look at my car, follow my Instagram at RHD Brandon. You'll find my car. Check it out, give it a like, and other than that.
So thank you very much for introducing yourself, and thank you for coming on to the episode, man. I really appreciate it. And so I'll definitely put your link in the bio, so in the description, so people can see it. If you send me the link, people will be able to see it. So question for Brittnee is, there's too many people ODing out in the streets now, and especially when you go to like LA or you're in San Diego, there's too many folks sleeping on the streets. Sometimes they sleep, with their ass in the air. So the question is, if they ODing, can you stick Narcan in their asshole? I mean, if people stick bottles of liquor in their ass to get drunk, I mean, can't you put Narcan in your ass?
I don't personally, I don't think you can. I mean, there might be a possibility, but I don't think you should. I don't think you should put Narcan.
All right, for any EMT,
In your ass.
EMS, anybody that's in the medical field too, if you guys want to put in your input, if Narcan can be, I guess injected in the ass, or what? How do you administer it in the booty hole? Yeah, let me know. Let me know on the website. I'll be posting that link too, so you guys can send in your emails through that. But I want to roll into like stores. Why certain stores you go to, it actually doesn't even matter. Almost any store, any grocery store, market, gas station, especially gas stations. Why their bathrooms always smell like fucking shit. It smells terrible. And I've been in many occasions where there's a whole line of like 20 fucking people waiting to get in, and you've been waiting 10, 15 minutes. You're about to piss and shit yourself. You walk in, the last person left just fucking made it smell like death. It smells like ass and shit. Now you're fucking dying, and they're trying not to like breathe it in. So you either have to shit fast or hold your breath, which is kind of it's a game. It's a little fun game you have to play with yourself on that.
It's a dangerous game indeed.
Hey, can I hop into this?
Yeah.
Hey, I think it smells even worse when you go into the public bathrooms, like at the public parks. I think that worse is probably that smell is probably even worse.
Shit,
like,
you got any experiences? Tell me any stories.
Nah, it's just like going into those little corner creepy bathrooms at a park, with those metal toilets that are cold when you sit your ass on it. Dead ass, like my shit shrivels. Oh yeah, dude, that shit is cold. Like I'm like, oh damn, this thing. I cannot fucking sit my ass on that.
I don't even need to sit on it. I hover over it.
Yeah, you can't sit on
that. Well, you can sit on it. You just feel like it's just on a toilet paper around it.
It's still fucking cold. Imagine at 1 a.m. when a homeless guy has to take a shit. He's cold.
I think they locked the bathrooms.
I don't even think they make it to the bathroom.
No, I think his ass is just frozen at that point, but yeah, dude, like I don't know, it just smells like piss. It smells really bad.
Oh, it does smell.
Well, it's like the bathrooms at the beach too.
Wait,
I could only imagine.
Sandy cheeks and shit.
Or when you go to, or when you have to use the bathroom and you know that the fucking place has a bathroom, they tell you, oh, no public restrooms. It's like, nah, bitch, there's public restrooms. You just don't want to clean them.
Yeah.
When acting.
That's so lazy.
And there was another thing that like. I swear, like sometimes, the place smells like goddamn shit. Like, it's bad. You almost pass the fuck out from the ammonia, whatever the shit makes you pass out from it. But the other day I was having Little Caesars. Raina brought Little Caesars over, and I haven't had that in a minute. Like, haven't actually had Little Caesars pizza in a long time. And she was passing me the pepper packets, and they were empty as fuck. Like, they were legit flat empty. Like, she opened it and nothing came out.
That's crazy.
And out of like, I think 15 packets, only 3 of them had pepper. Mad as fuck.
I'd be upset.
No, super mad about that. Like, yeah, it's like, no, let me get the real peppers. That's how to get your ass. You get home. Imagine driving in 45 minutes from town back home and you got no pepper. It's just empty. I'd be mad as fuck. Wanted to go over like the what's your guys' like input on the ocean side the pier fire that just recently happened. What do you guys think about that?
That was, I think it was an inside job.
Inside?
Like insurance.
Oh.
Insurance
I was
reasons.
like, what do you mean inside? I mean, I don't know. I think it was crazy. I know a lot of people on social media were upset about how long it took to take it out, but it's like you think about it, it's like there's only really one way to go about it because it's like the smoke's going like a certain way. It's like, I mean, yeah, the firefighters have to like go through that like all the time, but I mean, you have it's hard because it's like the boats
but
on the ocean. It's like it's not a steady surface.
It wasn't really like the firefighters. It was mostly like the Coast Guard. They were fucking taking the fire out with salt water. That's what they're taking the fucking fire out because people were like, how is there so much water in that boat? And people are not thinking about
There's
it.
a pump.
That pump sucking the water from
and that one. It's also hard too because it's like it's not a flat surface, so it's like it's obviously moving a lot. So as much as they probably wanted to aim it like towards like the center of the fire. Well,
Yeah,
they don't
and
have.
they have to aim up.
Yeah, they have to aim. But if like if the waves are like what's like not helping, it's like you're gonna.
It depends how much like PSI, how that shit can handle, how much it can pump out. So it probably can't even get to the main middle. They were probably getting the outside.
Yeah.
It looked like they got the outside.
Yeah, they got the outside.
Inside burn for sure. It was all like
it was just dark inside that they were fighting. They were taking forever.
And then with the wind happening as well that day.
Yeah, the wind
was
that was
strong.
And that place was closed down for what, 3 years, huh? About 3 years?
3 years?
The restaurant?
No, it hasn't been 3 years.
When's the last time that restaurant was been open?
It was Ruby.
It was Ruby's.
No.
But was
that?
was
actually. No, it was. So they closed down Ruby's because they were gonna build some like fish market or something like that.
Was that ever built?
No.
So yeah,
they never built it.
Yeah,
I think it was still considered a Ruby's.
Yeah, so Ruby's been closed down for 3 years now.
I think it's 2 because when we went there
during COVID, it was
year after we started dating, right?
I think 2022. No,
I think
it's been 2 years. 2?
I think it's been 2 years.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so it's been closed for about 2 years then. And perhaps the company. I mean, I'm not throwing allegations or anything. I'm not saying, oh, this happened or that's what the truth is. No, these are just possible theories or conspiracies. But I think it was probably an insurance fraud or
That's what everyone like online
insurance claim.
says. Yeah.
Only because I mean, it's like the project hasn't been done over 2 years, and being in the construction field too, it's like, well, if you can't afford to continue the project, now you have an unfinished building. Like you have to pay. You're gonna have to pay that up. You have to pay for the rest of it to be done, or you sell it out, or it magically gets destroyed, and you get insurance money, and that's it.
You used to build something else there.
Well,
They renovate the pier now too because they know they wanted to do that.
I had a couple at work. They were thinking that it had like to do with like lighting and stuff like that, like the cable, like the wiring or something that could cause like something sparked and it caused a fire or something.
Because I mean,
it was a gas leak.
There was. Yeah, that's what it was. They were saying. The news was saying it was a gas leak. But then it's like if there's a gas leak, there has to be a spark somewhere there for it to
react to something.
But then I mean, since it was closed off, I mean there was a lot of homeless people around there too.
Which is true.
Yeah.
Which is true. So.
Which I think that's why they put a fence around it because people were probably getting inside, trying to.
Maybe a bum was got inside and was trying to. Like,
honestly, it could have happened, or they could have paid the homeless person to do it.
Yeah.
You never know.
I mean, instead of having to do a backflip, he.
Yeah. Sometimes the rich don't even want to get their hands dirty, so they'll hire the unfortunate or the less fortunate to do the dirty work.
Deal with the devil, like you were saying. It's like just like that.
I mean, to be real, the only reason why a lot of the militaries are still around is we're out here fighting the rich people's fucking wars. The rich people are creating these problems, and we're out here fighting their fucking problems. Instead of them out there fighting it, they hire us. That's why we're out there. So
they don't do shit. They just sit back and call the shots, and then they don't actually go in. And like.
But like I said, I mean, it's just conspiracies. I'm not saying that this actually happened or this is what it is. So if y'all folks are out there listening to it, don't be pointing fingers at me saying, oh, well, Gio said this, Gio said that this is this and this and that. No, these are just it's my opinions. These are our opinions. So like opinions are like assholes. Everyone has one, and so be on the lookout, guys, for the description. I'll put in Brandon's Instagram so you guys can see his car. Check out his Toyota there, and then also I'll put in Sam's Twitch description, his link in there in the description as well, so you guys can check out his Twitch stream.
We'll check that out. Please.
And I'll actually have him mention or talk about it a little bit right now.
Yeah, so I do have a Twitch. Kind of started off a little silly, fun idea. I play with 3 homies on a certain game, Apex. Right now, I want to expand though.
Shout out the homies.
Shout out the homies. I shout out the homies. Good shit. I like that. Ricky and Saul. So like I said, they know who they are. Ricky's one to start streaming first. Told me and Saul to make an account. I just did it for fun. Didn't think they wanted to take it seriously, but they were talking like if we have a future doing it when we get big raid someone's stream who's smaller. I'm like, okay, they want to fully go into it. And then Ricky made a border for me essentially on the thing. So yeah.
Nice.
Sam AM03. It's instead of the I, it's a 1.
Sam 1AM.
So I'll put the link out there for you guys to check it out. But like I said, thank you guys from all over the world, and especially to the listeners out in Germany, listeners in Mexico, and then the listeners all over the U.S. Thank you guys for taking your time to listen to me in this special episode with these special guests. And excited for next week's episode. Gonna get another guest. Gonna start throwing more guest appearances and working on that with you guys. So bear with me. And now that the episode doesn't sound like I recorded it through my McDonald's fucking microphone, it's gonna sound crisp and clear. So thank you guys, and thank you for listening to another episode of Around the Loop.